Right, hi guys. I'll try and keep this brief, but it does need some explaining. Um, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the victims in this case, and the reason I'm not going to be using any of Spitshine's videos or his image is because I wouldn't want that out there now, considering he's been convicted. Now, also, with respect to the victims in this case, I have deleted every video I did in support of Spitshine 69, and I've deleted every video that I did with him when I went out recording with him for a couple of days over in Kent, the barracks audit, etc., etc. So they've all been deleted. First and foremost. Secondly, there's too many people out there making assumptions about myself and what I did or didn't know, and I knew nothing is the straight answer to that. All I knew that he'd been accused of this crime, and that's all I knew. We'll come back to Spitshine 69 towards the end of this video, but I'd like to say primarily that this is about trust. Yeah, and just think to yourselves, if you're watching this, just think to yourselves, how much can you trust somebody that you've only met online? Now, you know, I've only met Davey Human Rights online. I've only met UK Freedom Audits online. I've only met PAP online. UK Pinaki News online. Head On Enterprises, Marty Blagborough. I can go on and on and on about every YouTuber. So from now on, I won't be mentioning names because it's irrelevant. I'll just mention YouTubers. So any of the UK YouTubers knows me and knows that I've always done everything I can to support other YouTubers doing what I do, primarily audits and stuff about the law and teaching people about their rights. Now, do not ever think that trust is the issue here, because all I did was put my trust in Spitshine 69, just like I put my trust into every other YouTuber in the UK. That's all I've done. Even when he was initially charged with these offences and pled not guilty, he consistently denied the allegations to me. Now, if we're going to talk about law and integrity, let's think about something here. He is innocent until he is proved guilty. And my trust in him was on the basis of basically the internet friendship we had. I have only spent 2 days filming with Spitshine 69 in the nearly 2 years that I've known the guy. I don't think you can form any sort of relationship with someone you've known for 2 days, because that's effectively how long I've known him. The rest of pure conjecture. And like I said, I have to take everybody at face value. It's not just Spitshine 69. Any other YouTuber I've had to take on face value and protect them and stick up for them. I'm not going to blow my own trumpet, but I've done a ton of work behind the scenes, not only in Spitshine Section 5 arrest, Davies arrest, Neil's arrest, UK Freedom Audits arrest. I'm currently helping Joe Public with his dramas that he's going through with the police, and News Now Scotland. I've probably got about at least 10 videos that I can't even release yet because of ongoing legal dramas to do with not only myself but with other channels as well. That's integrity. So if anyone wants to question my integrity, good luck. Because I wouldn't have done anything different with Spitshine 69 than I've done with any other channel I've promoted in the UK. It's all based on trust. Yes, that my trust was betrayed in this instance, but that's not my fault. You know, it's not my fault that he did what he did. The videos that went up earlier today, I let them run. The reason I let them run was because I was going to give Spitshine's family a good 3 or 4 days to get in touch with me. I was told that when I spoke to him last that whatever happened, a member of his family would contact me and give me all the details, blah, 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 this, that and the other. Nobody from Spitshine's family has contacted me on either side of the fence, so that's irrelevant. But I wanted to leave as long as I could for them to give them the opportunity to try and tell me what's going on, and nobody has contacted me. That's why I haven't done a video until now. I didn't do a video prior to this because although I knew what was going on and the court case was going on, it was also public knowledge. It was published in March of last year that he'd been to court and faced these charges, denied them, and was given conditional bail. So it's not like it hasn't been in the public eye. But also, when the trial did get underway, there was reporting restrictions put on the case. You can go onto any Kent online publication and look up his name, which you all know, and you'll still see no story about that court case. On Friday of last week was the last day of jury deliberations. It got to 4:30 when the court closes, and I heard nothing from Spitshine or any member of his family since that day. Now, my lack of putting up a video was because I couldn't put up a video prior to the verdict being known. So that's not a case of... Don't infer from that I knew something that nobody else did. All I knew was what Spitshine told me. And all I know is what anybody tells me. You know, like I said to you before, I have every other YouTuber in this country I've supported, especially when it comes from the photographic filming perspective, audits, call them what you like, whatever it is. I've always supported them, supported their channels, supported them when they've been arrested, gone to court. You know, I've always supported them, and it's all based on trust. I don't know any of these people. The only person I met on YouTube was Spitshine69, and I met him for 2 days, and we went out filming. And that was it. The only thing, the caveat I'll put in place there is the only way I can possibly get to trust somebody is I had a lot of people say to me, oh, I want to come out filming with you, I want to come out filming with you, I want to come out and do these audits and this, that and the other. And everybody that contacted me in that respect, I've always said to them, look, go out, get at least 3 to 5 videos up on your channel, and then we'll talk about meeting up and going out auditing. Because that's the only way I can trust somebody. Somebody's already gone out and done it themselves and proved that they've done it. Whether they gave their ID or not's fucking irrelevant. That's up to the individual. But Spitshine was one of the only ones that literally within a month came back with 5 videos, all of police stations or police interactions, posted them, and then said to me, I've got spare room at my house, if you want to come up, we'll spend a couple of days going out filming. So I went up there, spent a couple of days filming with him. Subsequently, he had the relationship he was in at the time in Kent broke down. He had nowhere else to go, so he moved back to Appleby, which is in Cumbria, so about, I don't know, it's about 6 hours drive from where I live. He moved back up there to stay with his family until he could find a new place to live, and decided to stay up there. And that was it. Apart from that, that's all the contact I had with him. Was on the phone, via email. He'd send me videos, I'd send him videos, and we'd talk about auditing and photography and equipment and apps to use and this, that, and the other. And then general chit chat about how was your day at work and all that sort of nonsense. So, do I know anything about him personally? No, I don't. I've only known the guy for 2 days, effectively. I can only take what people say to me on the phone as what they say to me on the phone. So I can't see any inference from that. I have read some of the comments on some of the other guys who put up the channels today about Spitshine69. I absolutely in no way condone, support or anything that he's done or been convicted of. But at the end of the day, let's all just take a step back and think, what if it was you? What if it was one of the other YouTubers that got accused of this crime? Would I still support them? Yes, I would. Because the bottom line, we can always talk about law and this, that and the other, but the bottom line is you're innocent until proven guilty. Spitshine69 wasn't proven guilty until Friday, and I still couldn't even clarify that because it wasn't updated on the court's website on Friday. So I couldn't even clarify that he'd been convicted. The only reason I know, or I made the assumption he was convicted, was because he never contacted me, and no member of his family has since contacted me. Nobody's phoned me. Nobody's tried to give even a modicum of an explanation as to what happened. So we'll leave that at that. But don't think because I've been quiet about it that there's been something to hide, because there isn't. The only thing to hide was potentially a man's innocence. And again, innocent until proven guilty. All right. The only reason this information even got out was because of me. All right. So the reason you've all seen those videos today was because of me. I put the information out there. How people chose to run with it was up to them. And I'm not knocking anybody for putting up what they've put up. It's fine by me. I haven't got a problem with it whatsoever. I've obviously unsubscribed from Spitshine69. I've don't have any contact with him. I haven't sent any emails or anything. And I'm going to leave it at that, because this is the thing. Everybody has maybe skeletons in their closet. Personally, I don't. The last time I was even arrested was in 1988 on suspicion of a fight outside a pub, basically, when I was 18 years old. Who doesn't have fights outside pubs when they're 18? The last time I even got a speeding ticket was 2004. So please, don't make assumptions and don't question my integrity. And you can see by all my videos that I've put out, everything's about supporting people, doing the right thing. And I can only make the assumption that everyone's doing the right thing. I know I'm doing the right thing because I know I am. But everybody else, again, I can only take at face value and judge them by their actions. In the world of the internet, I suppose that's the only way you can do anything, is judge people by their actions. And that's the only way I can judge them. Nothing ever gave me an indication that Spitshine was of that, of that way inclined. We never spoke about anything like that. We never even discussed relationships to a certain degree, because I wasn't in one and he wasn't in one at the time when he split up with his missus, so it wasn't really a topic for discussion. So we didn't really talk about that sort of thing. Like I said, everything we've talked about is about videos, filming in general, what's been going on in the community. and that community is worldwide. You know, guys in Australia and New Zealand and all over Europe and Canada and the States. You know, it is a community, and if people want to question my integrity, look at some of the phone calls I've made, and that's just what I've done online. I'm not talking about some of the videos and phone calls that I can't even publish. So, yeah, that's that basically. I put my trust in someone on the basis of the only way I could trust them was to test them to the point where I could trust them. That trust has been betrayed, and you know, maybe not for this video. I've got other opinions about it, and I'll maybe share them in a later video, but as of now, you know, it is what it is. He was innocent until proven guilty. He was proven guilty on Friday, and I've had no contact with him or his family since then, and I will not have any contact with them. That's all I can say, really. So, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section, but really there isn't anything to question. That at the end of the day, he was found guilty. And that's the long and short of it. It's, you know, what I knew beforehand is irrelevant, because if any other YouTuber in the UK had been accused of the same thing, I would have treated them identically as I treated Spitshine. I wouldn't have said anything, and I wouldn't have done anything. I would let justice take its course. Innocent till proven guilty. That's all I did in this occasion. So I'm not even going to stand here and try and defend anything, because there is nothing to defend, because I would have done the same thing for anybody else. Okay? There's three people I really trust. Three people I really trust. My mate Tone, my mate Wayne, and my mate DC. All of them I've known for excess of 35 years. I went to school with them, not with Tone and Wayne. I've known Tone and Wayne for excess of 35 years, and I've known DC since I was 6 years old. We went through the whole of school together, from primary school all the way to middle school and comprehensive. They're people I'd put my life on the line for, and I know, you know, they'd back me to the hilt on anything and everything, and they have done. So, you know, people you meet online, how much can you trust them? Only as far as you're prepared to test them to trust you, and then you instilling that trust in them and giving it back, until that trust has been betrayed, and then you have to drop them. It's as simple as that. And I will drop anybody who betrays my trust. So again, out of respect for the victims in this case, I will not be putting up his image, any of his videos. I've deleted all the videos that I've done with Spitshine69, and any other videos I've done supporting his channel or anything like that. All gone. So, with respects to the families in this case, well, you know, they've now got to deal with it and live with it as they see fit. Right, I hope that clears things up for you. Much respect, and look after yourselves, stay safe, look after each other, and always recall the police.